Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we're going to be taking a look at the Gerber Suspension-NXT. This is a light-duty multi-tool offering from Gerber that goes for about $35. I picked this up at Home Depot, oh man, like 7 or 8 months ago now. And I've been using it here and there. There's things about it I like, and there's things about it I definitely don't like. But before we get into those, let's look at the specifications, and I'll tell you the tool set, and then we'll talk about what I like and what I don't like. So the Gerber Suspension-NXT is 4 1/8 inches long when it's closed. And from the body of the tool to the pocket clip is like 9/16 of an inch thick. And from the tip of the pliers to the end of the handles is 6 5/16. And the weight is 192 grams or 6.77 ounces. And the Suspension-NXT features spring-loaded pliers. The tool set for the Gerber Suspension-NXT includes needle nose pliers, standard pliers, wire cutters, scissors, a combination tool that includes small flathead driver, can opener, and bottle cap lifter. A second combination tool that includes a large flathead driver and a wire stripper. And a combination blade that is on the correct side of the tool. Then you have the pocket clip, another combination tool that has a medium flathead driver, crosscut file, and on the opposite side, they call it a ruler, but it's a depth gauge. You're really not going to be measuring too much with 1.5 inches. And all without the world famous eyelet, but this is a nice awl that comes to a very nice point. And finally, Phillips head screwdriver. So there's things that I like about the Gerber Suspension-NXT, and there's things that I don't. I do like the design of the plier head. There's a nice flat spot at the end of the needle nose as well. There's a really nice, precise needle nose pliers as opposed to something like this. Here's another budget offering, the Leatherman Rev. And you can see the Gerber has, in my opinion, the better plier head design. It's also nice to have locking tools, especially in this price range. I could bring the Rev back in, but I don't need to. The tools on that, everything except the knife doesn't lock. This, everything does lock, and that's a nice little feature. Certainly nice to have. It's just nice to have things lock. Some things that I don't like about the Suspension-NXT are it has the same issue as the free P4 that I has, which is the tools like to come out if you click the handles together, or if you click the plier head together. Now I know you're probably not going to be clicking your plier head together like that, but it still bothers me that the tools just don't stay put. I'm not really sure why that is. It's more offensive on the free P4, considering it was like the cost of 4 of these. But it's still, nonetheless, it's annoying that the tools don't stay put. So the main thing with the build quality on this is the handles are just bad. After maybe like a month of using this handle started to sag, and it hasn't gotten really any worse, but it's just the fact that it happened that's just irritating me. It really doesn't necessarily mean that like the tool's broken, but it just makes me question whether or not this is going to be something that was a good investment for the long term. I don't know if I would say that it's going to catastrophically fail and break. But this whole thing, the handles just feel so cheap. And I feel like if you really wanted to break this with your bare hands, you probably could. It definitely doesn't have the same feeling as, I know this is not a direct comparison either, but the Super Tool 300, this does not move no matter how hard I can push on it. It just doesn't go anywhere. These, they just like rocked themselves loose. And now it sags when it's closed. And so it makes me think like, yeah, it's $35 and it's a budget multi-tool, but do you really need to buy something that is going to have saggy handles and not be like, you're spending $35. This thing should at least last before it becomes a piece of junk. Don't you want to use it for a while? I mean, like I said, I got like a month out of this before this handle started to sag like this. And it really is the handles of this that make me think that if you're looking for a budget multi-tool, you might want to look elsewhere. Just for example, here's the Gerber MP400 Sport. Bought this off of Amazon for $40. It's $5 more than this. Now, granted, if you're looking for a plier head like this, this is not the way to go. However, the handles, more solid, has the one-handed deployment. Now, granted, the pliers aren't spring-loaded. I don't have enough area to flick them. But it has a good tool set. And, so, for example, it also has the combination blade. It has, I think, a better pair of scissors. I mean, look at the handle on this. These are some nice scissors. Everything locks. And it's only $5 more. And the build quality here is way better than here. And this comes with a sheath as well. This only is pocket clip. And they say it has a lanyard loop somewhere, but I don't know where it is. So to wrap it up, this is probably the most mixed bag multi-tool that I've reviewed so far. There's things about it that, like I said, are good, and there's things about it that aren't good. If the tool set's appealing to you, and you're not that worried about the handles, then, go for it. But if you're looking for something that's going to be a little more robust, this definitely is not it. This is light duty through and through. This is probably something that you could put in like a hiking backpack or something. If you're into having a multi-tool in like every single possible bag that you can have, then this would be something like that, because you're probably not going to get yourself into a crazy hairy situation. But if you're going to use this for like work, and especially if you're looking for like heavy duty work, this is not it. On that note, have a good day. I hope you liked the video, and take it easy.